it just Cali? All right, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Marika Goolsby, former foster youth adoptee. Hey, Joey. Welcome to Money and Politics Monday. There's always something going on in the news pertaining to foster care and adoption. And this is where we talk about it. There is some new information that we need to follow up on with the article about Trump, Melania specifically, doing something for foster youth, but we will talk about that one later because I need to really look into it. But the thing that I was really curious about, I'm always curious when people say there's money available or a program that's providing money for foster youth. I'm always curious about it. So it's, I just looked at California first. California's foster care system is buckling under the weight of this unexpected cost. And it's interesting that the unexpected cost is reform for SA survivors in the foster care system is contributing to the crisis. I need to delve deeper into that too. And then this one is more interesting. It's not more, but also interesting to me that foster children that have lost parents to COVID can now apply for a investment trust. That's what they're calling it. $3,000 when you turn 18. Interesting. And that's supposed to help them, get on their feet. Now, my curious mind is like, are there any other states doing this? Let me see. No, I'll say which states have funding for foster children that have lost parents to COVID? That's the question. Wow. It looks like only California. I don't know why I thought there would be like a long list. It says California is the only state. Huh. And it says, let me see, as long as you were in foster care, 18 months with family reunification services terminated with the TPR. Or lost a parent, legal guardian, or Indian custodian. Huh. I feel like that needs to be spelled out a little more because it says eligibility. You qualify if you spend at least 18 months in the state's foster care system with family reunification services terminated, or lost a parent, legal guardian, or Indian custodian to COVID-19. Good morning, Exie. Welcome in. Thank you to everybody who is doing all the things as far as tapping the screen and sharing this out. Y'all know how those taps and shares can make or break a live. Like, for real, for real. All right. Looks like we're going to have a super fan panel going, which is awesome. Now, let me see. Okay, yeah. Let me see what else. I'm just gonna go in the order that that folks have come in the room. There, my brain works. It's morning, it's early, but it's working. All right, so, I love to have a panel discussion. Today is Money and Politics Monday. And in order to be on the panel, you have to Everybody has to get their daily heart me. Give their daily heart me. Give your daily heart me. And I will receive it with care and tenderness. Daily heart me is always the start. Then, if you're a super fan, boom, immediate access. Or if you are participating in the live goal or the gift gallery, you get access. And then the other way is 1K taps and 60 shares, which is 1 power share. And right now we're at 4.3K taps and 262 shares. Yeah. Now once you're on the panel, I do ask for an intro. Name, age, pronouns. How are you connected to this community? Are you a foster parent, adopted parent, bio parent? What am I missing? Bio parent with children in the system. A, I guess, legal guardianship parent? Yes. Former foster youth adoptee, a worker of some sort, like caseworker, CASA worker, anything like that. Oh, thank you for being the title gifter of the roses. Thank you so much, Exie. All right. Oh, thank you for... Oh, no, someone's giving you. Awesome. Yes, thank you for gifting the panel. I appreciate that. All right, Molly's back. We're going to try this again. Been trying to get Molly on the panel for a minute. Molly was actually the first person in the room. Uh-oh, hold on. I can hear you.
Guys, something really quick, though?
Yeah.
Hey, Kalani, come here. So Joe was at the ER last night because... Kalani, can you say hi?
Hi.
Somebody fell down the stairs, and now they look like Avatar.
Oh.
Can you see it?
If you mean me, no.
Oh. It's because I didn't hit save.
Okay.
Kalani, can you come here where it's light? Come here for a second.
Is it Avatar or a unicorn? Oh,
well,
my.
the eyes are like Avatar.
I could do it, too.
Yeah.
Oh, she missed it. Dang.
She seemed fine, and then I looked at her the next day in the afternoon, and obviously they said she was fine, but you gotta check with stuff like that. Yeah. But I think it's one of those things where it looks worse than it is.
Yes.
Anyway, I was just saying so I haven't been to sleep.
Oh, I can relate. I was up late. I was up super late.
Yeah.
Cleaning up my friends list, because yeah, that's a thing. All right, well, let's hear. Well, actually, you were the first one in the room. Did you want to chime in at all? I know you're like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, all I heard was something about. Did you say something about money and foster care in California?
Yes.
What was it?
Well, let's get your intro, and then I'll fill you in on the deets.
I'm Molly. I'm 36. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a foster, adoptive, and guardianship parent.
Awesome. So basically, today is Money in Politics Monday, and I was looking at a few articles. One of them is a follow-up from the article about Melania Trump before. I think I'm going to save that for later on today. And then this other one is saying that California's foster care system is buckling under the weight of its unexpected costs. And a big, huge unexpected cost. Unexpected, like for real, unexpected. Okay. A well-meaning reform for SA survivors and the foster care system is contributing to this crisis. And I'm like, I think the overwhelming amount of SA that happens in the foster care system is contributing to this crisis. I think that's interesting wording.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I've talked before about how, I want to do, classes that teach bodily autonomy.
Yes.
That teach foster parents and caseworkers how to teach kids bodily autonomy, but the amount of SA in foster care...
It's out of control.
It's unreal.
Yes.
It's by both, the adults and children on children and just all kinds of stuff.
It's out of control. And then the other thing I found says that California foster youth and children who have lost a parent to COVID can now apply for a trust fund to help them begin their adult lives. So it's called the Hope Opportunity Perseverance and Empowerment Program, the HOPE program. So it invests $3,000 per child in a trust fund that they can access when they're 18. Oh wait, hold on. What's this? Why are they showing me this? So basically what they're saying is that they're putting a pop-up blocker. Dang it. Okay, that's okay. I can still access information about it. So basically they're saying that $3,000 when you turn 18, the way you're eligible for it is you qualify if you spend at least 18 months in the state's foster care system with family reunification services terminated, or lost a parent, legal guardian, or Indian custodian to COVID-19. So the or sounds like maybe TPR has not happened, but you still lost a parent, or maybe you lost your legal guardian or Indian custodian. Huh. Okay, looks like Molly the Minis is no longer there. Christina, you're up, because you were the second one in the room, believe it or not. Did you want to chime in?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, let's get your intro.
I looked up some things about Missouri, which I knew one of them, but then I kind of dug more into it, and it was weird. Anyways, I'm Christina. I'm 34. My pronouns are she, her. I am a former Head Start teacher, and 3 of my nephews have been in the system. And 2 of them I had through kinship. Sorry, I sound a little stuffy because I've been working out my yard all weekend.
I was about to say, do you have a cold?
It's allergies. Like, I'm just all stuffed up nasally. Like, I've been mowing the yard. Yesterday, I was, doing all this stuff outside, and I've been trying to thin out flower beds. And then I went over there yesterday, and I cut up a bunch of, I cut the leaves off of them. And I've got them sitting out on a table to dry out, which if it'll stop raining, they can dry out nice and good, so I can send EM some purple irises. Oh. But I need them to dry out fully before I can do that. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. I noticed with Missouri that, they are doing a program that they started this year called Every Child Needs a Home, or A Home for Every Child, something along those lines. But it's to where they're trying to combat the lowering of foster homes to the amount of kids there is, to make the ratio better. Okay. Because they're recognizing that the ratio is a problem, even in group homing, that how it's labeled, it's a issue. Nobody needs to have 7 kids in their house. It's because you don't have 10, you're not a group home, or 9, you know what I mean? People are kind of getting around this and skirting it, and they may even break up siblings. I understand if it's a sibling set.
Right, then that's different. That's a little different.
Right. But they are breaking up siblings.
Oh.
And stuff, and doing this.
In an attempt to keep the numbers low. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, what they're doing is a lot of people have broken up siblings, and they'll take 8 kids, and none of them are siblings, but they get a check off each one, and some people seek out children with medical issues, or birth defect, or anything else, or cases that may be a little harder, and so they get paid more. Per child. Their stipend is higher per month.
So wait. Let me know if I'm hearing you right. Are you saying in Missouri there's an effort to keep numbers low, And if there is a placement that focuses on medically fragile, they'll break up siblings because it's like the one sibling has a medical thing, but the others don't.
Well, no, that's what they're trying to combat, they said, because that's what is happening.
Oh.
Because there are homes that say, I only want medically fragile children.
But they don't want the
And
siblings.
so they don't want the siblings because they're healthy, but it's in the root of it all is because they're getting more money for those medically fragile children. So they're trying to combat that and keep sibling groups together, but in trying to help ratios to where people can't do that. They can't necessarily just have a bunch of kids in one house and be getting the most money they can. Like, it's a whole combating issue.
Right.
But I did see where there is a new bill that is trying to be passed of where they will go to unlicensed foster homes, Christian foster homes, unlicensed Christian ministries will be getting children.
Oh gosh.
To help combat this. There is a bill that is trying to be passed to do that. So these are just unlicensed people with inside the church or whatever may sign up. They say, oh yeah, I want a kid. And then you know nothing about them.
And we thought we had a problem with PDF files in the church before. Everybody's going to be religious now.
Right.
Well, all of them will be
in that ministry,
find
and then
the
they
Lord.
can sign up to be a foster parent is what it looks like. And they said, oh, well, we have our own vetting system. Am I to trust your vetting system? Because I don't know what that is. Because you're being very vague about all of it. In the way the bill's written, it is very vague.
And what is your
So I'm kind of like,
training
that doesn't make me feel any better. Like, no, you need to be licensed. You need to seek counseling, everything else.
and training.
I truly believe that they should have every foster parent do counseling to make sure they're of sound mind and body to be able to raise children. I'm sorry, but these kids are already in a vulnerable state, and yes, you are held to a higher standard.
Oh my lordy. Hold on now.
You know, I mean, and then they're like, oh, well, then we'll lose numbers. Well, why are we pulling so many kids that we're losing numbers? Shouldn't some of these, can they be safety plans? Can there be other things in place for, so we don't have to remove children? Why don't we worry about the bigger issues of education and things like that to parents? I don't know. I'm not going to say that's always a thing. Yes, there will always be a need for outside care. There's always going to be a need for different things. I totally agree to that.
Wow. It says House Bill 2241. And who is this Jamie Gregg proposing this? I'm side-eyeing you hard.
Right. Yeah. Like, it's not, here it's very much, we're in the center of the Bible Belt. And so, if you're religious, oh, that must be good. And it's like, not necessarily. There are some people who use this and use it as their blanket or their cloak to hide who they are. So, I mean...
Oh, wow.
That's very much a thing. But, yeah, I seen that, and I was like, oh, hang on a minute. And I haven't had much time to research it because I just seen it pop up on my feed, But, yeah, it's very, very interesting. I'm like, huh.
Keep this on for
I wonder what kind of vetting system they'll have. I wonder what exactly...
No. That is a step in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I just seen Ian's comment. Yeah, no, why are they taking so many kids? Like, can we not do care plans, safety plans? Can we not?
And not enough homes. We're just, now anybody can get one as long as you say you're in the church.
Right, like, pretty much. Like, that's what it sounded like. And I'm like, okay, this is written very vaguely, or what they're giving me is very vaguely. But yeah, no, and they said it's to help combat the ratio number, to help combat everything else, and then they said they're trying harder to keep sibling groups together, and it's like, okay, I understand
regardless of medical
status. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like, that's what it was. And so they said because they were having the issue of some people would want, 4 of the kids, but the 5th one had medically fragile
See, that's
issues,
what
so then
happened.
they would
That's
go
what
to
happened
another
to
house.
me. I
But then
think.
they said that they were finding houses that had 10 kids in it, or 9 kids in it, just enough not to be a group home, and they were all medically fragile, and those people were making bank. And
yes.
so they were like, oh, okay. Well, maybe this is an issue. It's like, it just took you this long to figure out it was an issue, but okay.
Right. And it doesn't mirror a natural family, right? Because if you have 5 kids and one of them is or even 2 of them have medical issues, like it's normal
It's not
to
the
have
nuclear family.
it's normal
It's not
to
the
have
nuclear
like the
happy family.
healthy kids, and you wouldn't separate them out to be like, okay, everybody who has a medical issue go over there, or I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But I wonder if that's what happened to me, because me being the medically fragile one was not placed with my 2 older siblings. And I still never to this day know.
Possible
Yeah, I don't
that
know.
someone finally said yes because nobody was comfortable with a trach. Because especially in your time, not a lot was known about trachs.
But the home that I was put in were labeled as a home for medically fragile children.
Yep.
And they shouldn't have had no children, period. But yeah, they were open to medically fragile children. And I wonder if the home that my siblings were in either didn't do infants or didn't do medically fragile, or maybe both were true. I still don't know.
Yeah.
Because to me, it would have made perfectly good sense that I would have been placed with my siblings, like boom, immediately.
Yeah. Like, it should have been that way.
Yeah.
But they needed to find a home that was willing to take siblings and a medically fragile child. Like, it should have went hand in hand, not one or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I think it's kind of weird how they're doing it, but it's not surprising. It's not surprising at all.
Weird. That's a setup for
Because
a disaster.
in the height of Missouri passing right to health care and women's health care, so the right to access of abortion,
It's all in
they
there.
actually, the state held the bill, so it couldn't go all the way through. So the Senate was holding the bill, so it couldn't go all the way through, even though over 60% of Missouri voted yes.
That's why they're holding it.
Yeah. And so then finally they let it go through, and now they're trying to come up with a new bill to override this bill, their own bill, so they can get it abolished again.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, they've done a lot of shadier things, and it's not surprising to me.
No.
But I mean, they do this under the guise of, oh, it's not Christian, and I'm like, what's not? Because one thing I would rather see is someone walk into a clinic and me not know what happened. Either way. Than to hear about another news report of a baby being found in a trash can.
I mean,
Or anything else, or a child being hurt again because you forced someone to be a parent who never should have been one.
or never had the desire in the first place. But.
Yes, and that's why I'm like, some people are just not meant.
And I feel like the whole trash can thing is like, doesn't happen as much as people think. Like,
Oh, it happened
But-
like 2 weeks ago here.
I mean, even with the baby boxes and the no questions asked drop off locations, like, I don't know about that.
Right. Well, you can, I mean, if a child's under, I think the rules are here, 90 days. If a child is under 90 days, so 3 months, if your child is under 3 months old, you have the right to walk into any hospital,
Yeah.
fire station, or police station and surrender your child, no questions asked. Now, it could be male or female. It could be a father or a mother.
Oh,
It doesn't
could
matter.
Surrender. Wow.
You can surrender, but they will put out a baby surrendered. Do you know this child?
Oh.
So any family or
could step up.
Parent could step up.
Okay.
Is how it works now. But since she's trying to get, the baby boxes where they automatically go to these Christian ministries once again.
No. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
My heart can't take it. Okay. What the heck? It's all connected. Yeah. It's all a sick, twisted.
It's all together, and so that's why they're doing this. I mean, in all reality.
Right.
But I do need to get on my yard work again. I gotta run and get some more stones and everything else. So
thank you for chiming in. I appreciate you being here. We are going to go to our next person, which is Exie. How are you doing, Exie? Are you there? Thank you for tapping that screen. I appreciate you. What's for breakfast? Every time I see Exie, what's for breakfast? I think that's like wild. And what's going on in your state? I was just talking about the trust fund for children that lost a parent to COVID. And I don't know. $3,000 at 18. I mean, hopefully there's some guidance with what to do with it. Don't blow it all in one weekend type of thing. I don't know how that works out. It says how to apply. Like, when do you apply? That's my other question. When do you apply? Do you apply at 16? Does your foster parent apply for you? It says the funds can be accessed when recipients are between the ages of 18 and 27 to pay for anything they want, such as housing, higher education, or starting a business. Pay for anything they want. Interesting wording there. I'm always paying attention to wording. Exie.
Hey, Marika.
Hey, let's get your intro.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I was helping my neighbor really quick.
Oh, no worries. No problem.
My name is Exie. I'm connected to the community, foster to adoptee. 50 years old, and she, her.
All right, cool. Let me get your timer going. And what did you find interesting? This whole COVID fund, or the fact that Missouri is wanting to put children in unlicensed homes as long as they're good Christians?
Okay, so I was, like I said, I was helping my neighbor, so I was listening, but not fully.
Uh-huh.
But I did hear about both situations when he was speaking about it. The $3,000 for COVID, I get it. It's kind of a stepping stone to help the children, but that's barely enough money to survive.
That's what I was
now.
thinking. Is that really a good start?
Yeah. I don't even know. Like, that's the way rent is now, and speaking from my state, because I'm in New Jersey, that's barely enough for rent, security. You know how they ask for the first, last? That's, no. That's not enough money. And the whole thing with Missouri, that's crazy. If you're a good Christian, how many good Christians have we seen on the news? And not in all good situations.
Yeah, that's that needs to be a no. That's why they have their own vetting system. They have their own vetting system.
Oh, I was just gonna say, are they being vetted, or is it just like you show up, I'm Christian, and here's a kid?
I'm pretty sure it's up to like whatever church you're in, and I guess their leadership to determine if they feel you qualify, which is even scarier.
Oh, so you're basically you're not being vetted by the government. You're being vetted by your church, and it's just they're just trusting in you because you attend service faithfully. so you're a good person, and here's a kid.
Maybe not even attend service faithfully. Maybe it's how much you tithe. Because you know it goes back to that. You know it does.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it always goes back to how much money, how much moolah.
It definitely, which is sad.
I bet you.
It's the root of all evil.
Well, I don't think money
Crazy,
is.
right?
I don't think money is. I think greed is.
Yeah. But the saying is, money is the root of all evil, but then look at what happens in the church.
Yeah. And I always tell people, I don't think money is the root of all evil, but greed and people's desire to have way more than they ever could need. Thank you for the perfume. I think that is the root of all evil. This endless pursuit to have more and more and more and more and bigger and But the whole COVID thing. I'm trying to think, when I was 18, if someone would have said, here's $3,000 for you to start your life, considering that the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in California ranges from $2,229 to $2,350, that wouldn't have been enough to get me a place at all. Now,
no, not at all.
If I had worked all of my teen years and maybe saved some money, and that was like to add to it, maybe that would do a little something for my life. Maybe if I qualified for a program that paid my moving costs, and then it was like, on top of that, because you lost your parent to COVID, here's a free month of rent, because that's basically what that would be.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
And even, I don't...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, even then, like, I don't know, it's just the way it's worded to spend on whatever they want. Like, an 18-year-old needs guidance, and,
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, there should be, if they maybe, okay, so I don't know too much about it, and I think it started this year, that Trump basically started like a trust fund for children.
Yes, I was looking at that too.
Yeah, like I know people that they signed up their kids for it. I think it's $1,000 every year that's put into this trust for them. Does that include foster children also?
What I read, it's not every year. It's a one-time thing. $1,000 to every newborn whose parent opens who opens the Trump account. So,
and then it like accumulates itself, like with interest and everything. See, that's why I said I don't know too much. I don't know too much about it, but I did hear that.
It doesn't say, but it does say the accounts will be open for contributions on July 4th. To qualify for an account, a child must also be a U.S. citizen born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028. So it says the White House Council of Economic Advisors estimates that a Trump account balance for a baby born in 2026 will be $5,800 by age 18 and $18,100 by age 28 if no other contributions are made. So that's what makes me think about what you're talking about, building on the interest. Yeah, so it's like, and it doesn't say, to me, it reads like this is how we're going to keep children out of foster care, by saying, okay, Mom, you just delivered, here's $1,000 in a trust for your kid. I don't know. It's just like the other article we were looking at. It's kind of poorly written.
See, anything with the government, that has to do with the government, I always go straight to the White House website, only because there's so many opinion pieces that are put out there with
True.
misinformation, which I've learned.
True.
So, yeah,
That's the way you
I
know for
always
sure.
go.
And the one
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the one we were looking at before was straight from the White House website. The thing that I'm looking at
Okay.
now is not, but this says, and of course I'll double check that. It says a provision of President Donald Trump's tax and spending legislation that he signed into law last summer created Trump accounts. Under them, the Treasury Department gives $1,000 to babies so long as their parents open an account. That money is then invested in the stock market by private firms, and the children can access the money when they turn 18. So it's not saying anything about infants going into foster care. It sounds like they're just paying women to have a baby, $1,000. Or not even paying women, but like trying to encourage, right?
I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I don't think it's to like push people to have babies. I don't see it that way, but that's my opinion.
How do you see it? Let me hear it.
I see it as maybe just trying to help out. Because if you really think about it, the economy to find a job for teenagers now is it's horrendous. My son is 17. He's been looking for a job and can't find one, at least in my town. There's a lot of adults working, like what would have been like back in our time, like when we were teenagers, teenage jobs, fast food places,
Right.
things like that.
Yeah.
You have a lot of older adults doing it. You have retirement age
Yeah.
people doing it now. So I don't know. Maybe I think to me, maybe I think it's to boost the economy, help these kids out, give them something to work with. I think, but I don't necessarily think it's to to encourage people to have children, because just how the times are now, we have so many not so many, but there's more pro-choice now.
Yeah.
We're able to, women are able to make the decision for their own bodies and stuff. So I think it's maybe just to help out the children now.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Well,
yeah.
you are more
Because
optimistic than I am.
because $1,000 is not going to encourage me to have a family that I can't afford. $1,000 is, that's nothing now.
It is. It really isn't. But I don't know. Whatever is said that it's for, I just never believe it, because as soon as you start bringing in like the fact that by age 28 it'll be 18,000, and then the fact that there's like, let me see, what does it say? Okay, the money is then invested in the stock market by private firms. That part of it makes me like, it's another investment for someone to make money off of. People invest in things that they're going to make money off of. And then it says here, employers and billionaires across the country have pledged to make matching Trump accounts contributions for employee benefits. Among them are Michael and Susan Dell, who announced $6.25 billion donation, and hedge fund founder Ray Dalio and his wife Barbara, who pledged $75 million for kids under 10 in Connecticut. I don't know, when you got people like investing, because there must be money to be made, right? And it just makes me side eye it. Like, okay, what is it really about? Because I just don't believe it's about helping out.
Well, money. Well, when you're investing, both sides can make money. Depending on how wisely you invest your money.
Okay.
Because you could easily lose it. See, this is why I should have taken that Series 7 test. I used to work for an investment banking firm.
Okay.
And they pushed me. They were like, come on, take the Series 7. It's to become a stockbroker.
Oh,
but at the time, I was a single mom. That book to study is like 10, the thickness of the Bible, 10 of those put together to study, maybe more. It's it was too overwhelming as a single mom. I was like, maybe another time, but yeah, but if you invest wisely, you can definitely, both parties can definitely make money. But it's something that has to be done wisely.
Right.
And it could benefit, you know?
I see in the chat, Kelsey said, oh, so as old mamas don't matter. And EM said, and they will get nothing, living with roommates, food and hotel for a week and a half. Right, not even the security deposit. They call it anonymous while being recorded the entire time. Oh, Molly has a bad connection. Okay. Yeah, that's barely most rent. 3,000 isn't close enough, right? Poor women's and / mothers' money. Oh yeah, what happens when the stock market crashes? Or maybe this is...
That's why you have to invest wisely and watch what you're doing. Like I know a lot of people that they have their stockbrokers and they help them, but again, you have to be very wise in doing this, because when I worked in the investment banking firm, there was one case where a stockbroker got very greedy, got very cocky, invested this man's money after he told him, please don't do it because this is my life savings for my family.
Yeah.
He got very cocky, put the trade in, and that poor man lost everything, sued our company. We had to declare bankruptcy. It was a whole big...
It was a big one.
Shit show, basically.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So that's why you need to be very smart and you have to be very knowledgeable when it comes to this. So...
And then Kelsey said...
It could always work out for you.
Kelsey said, and money the babies will probably never see. How will we know? I mean, I wonder about that myself. But the fact that...
But if you think of it this way, it's not money you're investing. The government's doing it for you. So if you lose it, I mean...
Well, no, it's not even open for people to
Mm-hmm.
invest in. So far, the only ones investing in it is billionaires. Who may not be worried about... Clearly, they're not worried about losing it if they're investing, big money like that, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look more into that now. Now yes. I'm curious about it.
I'm curious to know what you find out, because I'm like, what?
Yeah,
so that's...
We can't be such negative Nancys also.
Well, I mean...
You never know how things can work out.
Based on what we've seen. Kind of hard not to, but I hear you.
Yeah. Oh, my time is up. I didn't even realize that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. When it's not that, when the live is kind of slow, it's okay, I guess. If the time goes over a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right now we have, 3 people in the room? Let me see. I think that's EMXE Kelsey, yes. Yeah, that's 3. That's 3. Me, adding me in is 4.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, every Monday we talk money and politics. And I love it when there's like information that kind of includes both, you know, like especially when talking about you know, these investments for the Hope. No, Hope is something else. Oh God, I'm getting confused. The Hope program is $3,000. Oh, which grows over time in an interest-bearing account. But see, that's the thing. Do you get, is that trust created for you when the parent passes? Or you have to show proof that your parent passed when you turn 18 and then boom, that's when you have access. There's so many unknowns here. So many unknowns here.
Yeah.
So it says when the funds can be accessed, but and then there's a link to apply. Oh, let's see what that does. Maybe it'll say. If you lost a parent, legal guardian, or Indian custodian to COVID-19, that's why how you qualify. Upload the following documents. So proof, like a passing certificate, you know what I'm saying? Proof of age and residency. Proof of family income. Apply for myself, or you can apply on behalf of a bereaved youth. Youth must be 13 years or older. Oh, to self-apply. Okay. So as young as...
Wait, is this regarding... I'm sorry, is this regarding the 3,000 that they're going to give to the foster children, you were saying?
If they lost a parent to COVID-19. That's a whole separate program. Yeah, if you lost a parent to COVID-19, you can be as young as 13 to apply. To self-apply.
Okay.
But if you are under 13, your, I guess, legal guardian needs to apply on your behalf and say this is a bereaved youth that lost their parent. Or, yeah. Interesting.
They have to be careful with that. There has to be, I'm pretty sure there would be a process to that. Because if they're saying it's available for children as young as 13, then you got to be careful with caregivers or whoever's going to help them apply, because, you know.
It's available. It's supposed to be available for all children.
Also.
It's supposed to be available for all children that lost a parent to COVID-19. It's just, do you apply for it yourself, or does your legal guardian apply for it for you? And even then, the money's still not available until you are 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically like it'll be in a trust until they turn 18. Gotcha. Okay. But you could be as young as 13 to apply. Okay.
No, you could be to apply for yourself. If you're under 13, somebody needs to apply on your behalf.
To apply for you. Okay. Got it.
So it says, the funds can be accessed when recipients are between the ages of 18 and 27. So maybe you turn 18 and you don't need it yet, you know, and maybe you don't need it until you're like 25 or 26. And it says, pay for anything they want, such as housing, higher education, or starting a business. Okay. So I guess it depends on when was it applied for, how much interest has built up, when do you need it. But then once you need it, I guess you can, according to this, you can use it forever, whatever you want.
Okay.
I wonder, let me see, $3,000. Somebody applied for it when I was like 1. By the time I'm 27. Is it enough for a down payment on a house? I don't know. All right, well, anywho. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, let me read the stats of the room real quick. We have been live for an hour and 12 minutes. We have had 57 views, 0 new followers, 7 gifters. This live has made 82 cents. And we have 27.2K taps, 333 shares, 4 people in the room. Well, 3, because the 4 includes me. And, our league is a D1 in the top 80%. And thank you so much for tapping the screen. So yeah, this is really interesting. There's always interesting things in the news as far as money and politics as it connects to foster care and adoption. It's like, if you're not paying attention, so much stuff is happening. So much stuff just goes right over our heads. I think because everybody's like in their little hamster wheel, just trying to make it, just trying to survive. But somebody's got to be able to like pause and be like, wait, what's going on out there? I guess that's me. That's me. I got to pause. Be like, hey guys, did you hear about this? So yeah, the whole dealing with COVID, and then we got the California's foster care system buckling under the weight of unexpected cost. I think it's worded poorly. It's like, oh, the foster care system would be fine if we weren't helping these SA survivors. Like, wait, what? Oh man. Melania Trump unveils a spin-off of Trump's accounts for children in foster care. A spin-off. That one I really need to look deeper into, because I'm just kind of like, what in the what? Yeah. So hopefully we can continue this conversation today at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's see. Looks like I have 3 things today. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. All right, well, So yeah, I definitely want to continue hearing what people know or have heard about this whole investment accounts, investment funds to every newborn. Ooh, I don't know. It just feels like another way to make money off of foster kids. I don't know. Superfan Xy said, "Stay positive." I'ma try. But when it comes to this stuff, So yeah, we got a couple things to talk about today, which is yeah. Hey Meg, welcome in. Thank you for giving me your daily heart knee. We're talking about a couple of different things. Hold on. Yeah, we're talking about a couple of things, which I would love to get your input on. So the first one, I don't know if you remember the article we looked at as far as Melania Trump attempting to do something for foster children. Now there's even more information. So Melania Trump unveils, there it is, a spinoff of Trump accounts for children in foster care. So it says for children in foster care, but then it says Trump accounts investment funds are meant to give $1,000 to every newborn whose parent opens one. That's why I'm like, I need to read more about it, because I'm like, wait. Accounts for children in foster care, but they're giving it to everyone who has a newborn that applies for this Trump account. I'm just failing to see the connection. I'm just failing to see the connection. It says here, the move gives foster children the same chance at asset ownership and long-term wealth as every other child. There's something I'm missing here. All right, so we're going to look further into that. And then there's this other thing talking about California's foster care system is buckling under the weight of this unexpected cost. What unexpected cost, you ask? A well-meaning reform for SA survivors in the foster care system is contributing to the crisis. And my thing is, you're saying the reform is contributing to the crisis. What about the SA is contributing to the crisis? If there wasn't so much rampant SA, we wouldn't need reform for SA survivors. I mean, yeah. And the other thing we were talking about too, in Missouri, because you know how everybody's always saying that there's more foster children than there are homes for. There's just not enough foster homes. There's just not enough foster homes. We hear that over and over and over. So Missouri, Jamie Gregg proposed a House Bill 2241, which would create a pathway for unlicensed Christian residential facilities and boarding schools to receive state foster care placements. Okay, so it's not individuals. It's the thing that gets me is unlicensed, the unlicensed part of it. And that they have their own vetting process to be like this facility, boarding school, group home, whatever, because they are Christian based, they don't need a license. It's fine. It's fine. Because this is the way we need to combat those numbers. To me, that's scary. And then investment. Oh, I think I said that already. $1,000 for every newborn. Every newborn born into the foster care system? I don't know. They need to say more. Or I need to read more. How about that? But yeah, this is what we're talking about today. All right, we have about 10 more minutes and then we're going to shut it down. All right, Meg, are you still here? Let me check your stats. Is that Meg with the hat on? Hold on. Looks like it. Maybe. Yes. All right, Meg has 3 comments. Oh, did I miss your comments? Hold up. Yes. Good morning. I mean, it's Trump, so right. Long-term wealth chance isn't going to save babies from trauma. And it will actually, trauma actually prevents them from even being able to utilize it, right? My comments keep being filtered in. Yes, it's Meg with a new pic. Right. I thought so. Yeah. All right. I literally have to put my comments on the laptop in order to see them, because on this screen I cannot see them. Yeah, anytime, when they're talking about billion-dollar investors, that's when I'm side-eyeing it. I'm like, investors are investing to make money. According to this article, and I'm going to look at others as well. Employers and billionaires across the country have pledged to make matching Trump account contributions for employee benefits. Among them are Michael and Susan Dell, who announced $6.25 billion donation, and hedge fund founder Ray Dalio and his wife Barbara, who pledged $75 million for kids under 10 in Connecticut, where they live. When I start seeing numbers like that and people are investing, people invest because they want to make money. And I don't know, it just feels like another way for billionaires to make money off of foster kids. I think it's the ones who own the computers. Yeah. Yeah, let me just double check that to be sure. Just to be sure. Yeah, founder of Dell Technologies. Prominent American billionaires and philanthropists, best known for co-founding the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation in 1999, which focuses on children's health, education, and family stability. Michael is also the founder and CEO of Dell Technologies. That's what I thought. So he's got things going on with technology, and she, a prominent business leader, athlete, and fashion designer who actively steers the foundation's strategic investments. She serves as the board chair and focuses heavily on expanding access to opportunity for children globally. And then it shows what they've invested in. Welcome in, Big B. How you doing? Uh-oh, let me see. I'm missing some comments here. Meg said, back in the day, you probably saw the name Dell whenever you powdered. Yes. Getting ready for work, scrolling. Okay, cool. You know, today is Money in Politics Monday. And we were just talking about a few things that are like current in the news, you know, if you will. Super interesting stuff. Like, I'm side-eyeing a lot of it. I would love to get your take on it. I don't know, are you still here? Are you going to be here for a little bit? Yes, I hope so. All right, well, let me just tell you the skinny or the fat. Let me tell you the info. All right, so the first thing that I don't know if you were here for the last, it wasn't the last one, but we did have one Monday, Money in Politics Monday, where we talked about the efforts Melania Trump is making to help foster youth. But now they have unveiled, why am I struggling? Like, that don't sound right. They have unveiled a spinoff of Trump accounts for children in foster care. I think it's strange that they're saying it's a spinoff account for children in foster care when it's $1,000 to every newborn whose parent opens one. I think it would be more clear to me if it was like every newborn whose foster parent opens one. And maybe that's something that should be assumed, but I'm like, assume nothing. And yeah, that employers and billionaires across the country have pledged to make matching Trump account contributions for employee benefits. I think that's interesting. So it's like, yeah, investor driven, I'll say. And then California is saying that California's foster care system is buckling under the weight of this unexpected cost. And it's like, what unexpected cost? Well-meaning reform for SA survivors, and the foster care system is contributing to the crisis. So I need to look more into that, because the way that that's worded, I'm like, rampant SA is contributing to the crisis. And then there's a trust fund for children that have lost their parent to COVID-19. And that's called the Hope program. And if you're 13 or older, you can apply for yourself. But if you're under 13, your legal guardian needs to apply for you. And then there's this thing in Missouri, because there's such a shortage of foster homes, such a shortage, that if you are a Christian-based group home or facility, it says, you can just not be licensed. You cannot be licensed and take in foster children, because the religious organization is vetting their people. And that's House Bill 2241 being proposed by Jamie Gregg. And I'm kind of like, what the? Let me see. Does it cost to open one? Good question. Big B said they eat up sometimes up to 90% of the donation/allocations. And just like I said, it's just another way for billionaires to make money. Otherwise, you wouldn't see these billionaire investors just hovering about. All of a sudden, like, oh, I'm interested in helping children, helping children's future. I'm going to invest billions, and encourage my employees to invest billions, because I have a matching donation type of thing going here. So, yeah. I think that is wild. And I was just saying, like, all these things happen right under our noses, because so many of us are just in our little hamster wheel, just trying to, like, make ends meet, and don't even know what's going on right over our heads. Hi, Sophie, welcome in. Like, right over our heads, things are happening that we often don't know about. So yeah, we're going to continue this conversation today at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Because I really want to hear from the Wildflowers. Like, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings on all of the things that are always going on all at once? All at once. It's a lot. All right. We're at an hour and a half, which is pretty awesome. And I'm going to play our exit song so we can have the best day ever. Oh, that should be our exit song sometimes. It would make me happy. It would bring me all the joy. I don't know. While we have 4 people, I don't know. Do I play it? Nah, I think about it some more. I ruminate, ponder. Oh, yeah, that's me. All right. So I'm going to play our exit song. We can dance it out, tap it out. And if you're going to stay for the exit song, awesome. Dance it out, tap it out, all the things. If you are not going to stay for the exit song, Live your wild and wonderful life because you deserve it. If you want to know what the exit song is so you can listen to it later on, it is called We Are Family, and it is by Sister Sledge. Live your wild and wonderful life because you deserve it.